What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my quick review of the Skytech M67 Mini. And this is the little guy right here, and I must say that this thing has impressed me. It's not bad at all. This thing reminds me a lot of the UDI U839 that I had, and that one suffered a untimely death. I plugged in the battery and it gave me the Puff the Magic Dragon smoke because I forgot that the polarity on the battery on that thing was inverted. And same with this one, the polarity is reversed. All of these little ones that are clones of the U839 actually have inverted polarity on the batteries, so beware of that. Be very careful what you plug into these things. Make sure the polarity is correct. This one has reverse polarity, but this one flies almost exactly the same as the UDI, and it's just a little toned down a little, and that's a good thing, because the UDI sometimes on high rates it can get out of control because the yaw was a little too fast. This one, not so much. The yaw is a little fast on high, but it is more manageable than the UDI U839. So this thing is a speed demon. This thing flies really fast. It can get away from you. Even experienced flyers, this thing can get away from you, especially outdoors, flying it really fast, because it gets a little squirrely when you're trying to slow it down or make turns, bank turns and stuff like that. And you're flying it fast, it gets a little squirrely because the yaw rate on high is fairly fast for its size. Decent yaw on high, decent yaw on all rates actually with this thing. It's probably not the best indoor flyer if you're flying it fast. Now, if you're just going to be flying it conservatively and just hovering and doing little nice circuits with it, then you should be able to. Yaw and everything is well proportioned, but it's a little hard to do with a small transmitter like this. I haven't been able to bind this to any other transmitter that I have. Then again, I haven't tested many of them, but mainly I have tested the other Skytech transmitter that I have, and it doesn't work for that. So for the meanwhile, I'm just stuck with that little transmitter there. But it's not bad actually. It's okay, not bad transmitter. This does have headless mode, and I believe it have return to home. I don't believe I tested that, but it does have headless mode for sure. And the headless mode works for a little while, and then it starts to get off, especially in high rates where the yaw spins really fast. This thing starts to lose its bearing on headless mode, but the headless mode does work. And it's very nicely lit, so you can actually see this thing pretty nice. Oh, and this has an on and off switch, so it is an upgrade from the UDI U839. Does have an on and off switch, but as you can see, the lights in the front are green, the rear lights are reddish orange, and you have green eyes there, green LEDs in the eyes. So this thing is a really nice night flyer at night. It lights up fairly well at night. You can see the arms glowing green and the eyes are green, and then the red in the back. They got the color scheme right. There's no getting this thing mixed up as far as what's the front and what's the back when you're flying this thing at night. So pretty nice night flyer. The battery life on this is pretty nice too. I was getting about a little over 5 minutes of flight with this, but you know, I fly it fast and hard all the time. So not as good on battery life as the Skull drone, but it's not bad at all. It's pretty much on par with any other decent nano as far as battery life. And this thing just gets crazy on high rates. You can do nice tight funnels with it. Actually, the pitch isn't very deep, but for some reason this thing just books when you're doing full pitch forward with it. I don't know. I think it's maybe because of the props here. The prop style is pretty large for a nano. Just for some size comparisons, here's a little Pico. So you can see it's a lot larger than this little Pico here. This is the Proto N, by the way. And what do we have close here is the Cheerson CX10. More familiar with that, right? So it's larger than the Cheerson CX10. You can see the props are larger than the Cheerson CX10's props, and these props are not native to the Cheerson CX10. They're a little larger, so you can see it's larger than even those. And what else we have? A micro. Well, we have Uranus nearby, so here it is next to Uranus, and you can see it's a little smaller than Uranus, so it's actually that size in between micro and nano, I think. But it's, I guess it's a nano, but it's really close to that size in between. So, but pretty awesome little flyer here, the Skytech M67 Mini, and it comes with an extra set of spare props here. They even give you 2 of those little rubber landing feet. See, this thing has nice landing feet there, a nice cushion for the landing, and it comes with this pamphlet here, the instructions manual. It's one of those fold out ones, and it's pretty decent, all in legible English, no Chinese on the manual, so pretty decent. Oh, I forgot to mention, this thing does nice flips, really nice flips with this one. And the battery, let's check the battery before we go with it. The battery is 150 milliamp hours. I believe it actually doesn't say, but me knowing enough about these little batteries, they're usually 150 milliamp hours at this size. And yeah, so that's it. The Skytech M67 Mini. Thanks for watching. Covers nicely. Oh, he wants the man.